in the skilled trades that power our nation. Since blasting onto the scene in 2020, they've been unrivaled pros in recruiting, training, igniting passion for blue collar warriors and companies that need them. They hook up driven folks like you with red hot opportunities in HVAC, plumbing, electrical, facility management, appliance repair, solar installation, and more. And they cover everything from hands on techs to office dynamos, sales sharks, managers, and top tier leaders among recruiters as well. Armed with recruiting, cutting edge AI sourcing, elite job boards, recruiting franchises, and their groundbreaking blue collar virtual trade school, delivering real world training and certifications. They have placements that are lightning fast, wallet friendly, and zero risk for the bosses while arming you candidates with the edge to dominate. Welcome, Jim Nichols and Michelle Miller from Blue Collar. It is all yours, folks.
Thank you, Ernest.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We love being here and talking to the people from Seven Eagle. As he said, my name is Jim Nichols. I am actually a retired Navy Master Chief. I retired many, many years ago, 1998. And when I retired, I was the chief recruiter for Navy Recruiting District San Antonio, and left there. And when I retired, and went to work for a franchise company in Waco, Texas, and have been in franchising ever since. So I literally have had two lives. I had the military, and now franchising. And the Blue Collar Recruiter is a franchise, and we'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. But so one thing I want you to keep in mind when it says blue collar, that kind of gives everybody a lot of times a stigma. They think that, blue collar, it's only plumbing, electrical, welding, things of that sort. There are so many jobs involved in the blue collar trades that people don't even think about. And a lot of them are leadership and management positions, project managers, service managers, ops managers, general managers, things of that sort. So widen your scope when you see our name and think the Blue Collar Recruiter, because it's much more than just hiring welders. So with that, I got a quick little video, and then we'll get into it.
Are you transitioning out of the military? We've got options to help you launch a career, start a business, or grow your future in the skilled trades. It all starts by learning a trade with the Blue Collar Virtual Trade School. It's our fast-track online training program that helps you earn industry certifications in high-demand trades like HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and more. All designed to help you get job-ready and prepared for your next career move. Ready to build your own recruiting firm? The Blue Collar Recruiter franchise might be a good fit for you. With our proven system, you can build your own recruiting and training business, supporting the skilled trades industry while creating long-term income and a positive impact in your community. Maybe you want to work for us. We're hiring. Join our growing team of recruiters who are passionate about helping veterans and civilians alike succeed in the trades. Prefer to explore other job openings today? Just post your resume on bluecollarrecruits.com. This is our job board that's built for the trades, and it's your direct connection to top employers who value your skills. No matter your path, we're here to help you make a smooth and strategic transition into the civilian workforce. The trades need leaders like you. Let's build something great together.
So that being said, let's talk a little bit about what you're looking to do in your next life, if you will. We like to break it down into 4 different categories. One of them, if you maybe just be looking for your next career, maybe after the military, you just want to go work for somebody else. You want to kind of find a steady job somewhere, maybe as a project manager. Maybe you want to get into sales or a technical field. If you would, please, in the chat, just put which number you fall under, and it may be more than one, but that would be a number 1. You're looking for your next career. Maybe you're looking for a side hustle. You want to flip houses, maybe manage properties, or maybe you just want to learn more on your own skills. We have something for that as well. Number 3 would be business ownership. Maybe you're looking to start your own business. You're tired of working for somebody else. Now you want to start working for yourself and building your own nest egg, if you will. Either part-time or full-time. We have options for both. So if that's what you're looking to do, then put number 3. And then some of you just don't know. You're not sure yet, and we get that. And if that's the case, just put a number 4, because we'd still love to talk to you. We still think that we may be able to help you in other ways as well. So let's go through each of these real quick if we could. By the way, we're probably going to be your favorite presenter today because we usually only take about 15 to 20 minutes. So I know you guys hate that when we finish early. So we'll try to rush it along. But so maybe you're looking for your next job, and that's what we call boots to blue collar, a new mission, a new career. And what we try to do is work with you and try to help you land a position that you want in an area you want. A couple things to keep in mind is, I'm working with a gentleman right now that he is in the ruralest part of Ohio that you could possibly be. And he's about 40 miles from any town. And so as we're trying to work with him and find him something, we just ask that you be patient with us, because sometimes it's kind of tough to find a position depending on where you're located. A lot of times we may look for a remote type position for someone if there's nothing in their immediate area, but we just ask that you work with us on that. But what we'd like you to do, if you're looking to land your next dream job or looking for a new career, we ask that you just email Michelle or I. You could go to our website, the Blue Collar Recruiter, and there's a form you can fill out, but it's quicker to connect with Michelle or myself and say, hey, I'd like to learn more. What we do is we'll schedule a short call. We have a form that we ask that you fill out. Once we get the form back, we'll call you, we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll see if there's anything we can do to help you. But one of the things we want to do is just make sure that we're finding something that is going to work for you. And we may not always be able to do that, and that's okay, but we'll at least try. We ask that you go to the Blue Collar Recruits website, and it's bravocharlierecruits.com, bcrecruits.com, and you can post your resume there. We have about 150 companies a week that check out our job boards, and you never know. One of the things that I like to always talk about is I had a friend that used to always say that he didn't care what people were saying as long as they were talking about him, and that's kind of what this is like. Get your job or your resume posted in as many places as possible. You never know who's going to look at it. So this is just another opportunity to get your resume out in front of companies that may be looking for the exact qualifications that you have. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, and it's just another way to get your name out there. We also ask that you connect with Michelle and I on LinkedIn. We have tons of people that have connected with us that you can go and look through all of our connections, and maybe there's something there that may hit a home run with you. So any place that you can connect and get your name out there, I encourage you to do it. For those of you that are looking to flip houses or maybe manage properties, things of that sort, one of your biggest expenses, if you're managing properties, if maybe you have a rental home, one of your biggest expenses is repairs. Well, the Blue Collar Virtual Trade School is a great way for you to learn electrical, plumbing, HVAC, things of that sort. It's usually $2,000 for a year, but for 7 Eagle, we have a special rate of $663 per year. The really cool thing is, let's say you sign up for the plumbing and you finish it in 3 months, you can go on and take the HVAC course, or maybe go into the electrical course. You can finish as many of these as you want in a year for $663. Keep in mind, when you graduate, let's say you're in the electrical, when you graduate, you receive a certificate of completion, as if you had went to a brick and mortar trade school, that then qualifies you to apply for jobs as an apprentice instead of applying as a helper. So it gives you a leg up going in, and puts you well ahead of anybody else that's just applying off the street. And I know Michelle is very passionate about this, so I'm going to let her talk about it for a little bit. So Michelle, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's great. We've worked with a lot of companies that have utilized this, and the feedback that I've gotten, especially in like HVAC and plumbing specifically, is a lot of people come out of the trade schools not really having hands-on experience. Our school is set up 100% hands-on to where, you know, majority of your learning is not in a lecture setup. You're actually doing live simulations that were created by professionals in the real world. So it's really awesome that way. It gives you a leg up, like Jim said, and it really helps you develop too. It's not just for the trade. There are great professional development courses, all the safety certifications, your universal EPA certification, all of those can be obtained for that price. So
Thank you, Michelle. So for anybody looking to, like I say, if you were planning on flipping houses or something like that, or if you're looking to get into the trades, this is a great way to do it, a great starting point, and would love to help you along the way if you need any help with that. For those of you that looking at business ownership, we have a sister company called the Franchise Recruiter. As I said, I've been in franchising for over 25 years. And in 1991, franchising, the International Franchise Association, the IFA, started what was called VetFran. And it was for veterans coming back from the Gulf War. And what all these franchise companies, and there's about 6,000 different franchises in the United States, what they decided to do was offer severe discounts and help veterans to get into franchising, into business ownership. And the reason they did that is they understand that franchising is what we like to call business in a box. It is a system. It is a system to run a business. And if you follow the system, you'll be successful. And franchising understands that veterans are very good at following a system. That's what we've been doing our entire career, whether it was for 4 years or 24 years. We've been following a system. Franchising loves veterans and treats them very well with discounts and things like that to get into franchising. We work with about 250 franchises. We don't work with every franchise. We try to stay away from food type franchises, the Subways, the McDonald's, things of that sort. For one reason and one reason only, the entry cost is very, very high. In fact, most franchises in the food industry require that you have $5 million in capital and $2 million liquid. And most veterans getting out of the military don't have that kind of money. So we work with some of the franchises that have a lower startup point, a lower capital point, so it's easier for veterans to get involved. One of the franchises that we're very proud of and we work with, obviously, is the Blue Collar Recruiter. We are a franchise, and we think it's a very, very good franchise to get into because it's very low cost. There's a low cost of startup. For veterans, they get a 20% discount off the franchise fee. Plus, it's a true work from home business. We do not require an office. We do not require a vehicle. So you have very little overhead, which means that you have a very high gross profit margin because of the low overheads. And we would love to talk to anybody that has an interest in helping others, that likes to talk to people, that maybe you were in recruiting in the military or in HR. This would be a great opportunity for you, and we'd love to talk to you about it. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have an interest. And if you were a number 4, if you're still unsure, we would love to talk to you. Even if just maybe we can help you some other way. We love reaching out and working with the veterans, and we'll try to do everything we can to not only, if you're looking for a placement, we'll try to place you. But even if you just you would like some advice, would love to talk to you about that as well. We're here for you. And like I had said earlier, get your name out there any way you can. Get your name on Michelle and I's LinkedIn. And you never know, as I said, who's going to look and who's going to see you and think, man, I'm going to talk to this person about this opening I have. John, can we upload the slides to the Seven Eagle resources? I'll check with them. I don't see why not.
Yeah, if you
I
send
don't
me
think
the
there's
send
an
me the
issue with
slides, I
that.
can get it put up in the Discord.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. So with
Yeah,
that,
happy.
we will open it up to any questions that anyone has. We'd love to chat. We got another 15 minutes, so fire away. Actually, I think we have longer than that, don't we, Ernest?
Yeah, you have how long you need now. So for
Yeah.
you guys, what has been the biggest demand career field that you typically see no matter where you are?
From veterans
No, just I
or
mean in the
just,
trades.
I
gosh,
would say it was something that's in really high demand that we're not seeing. So for every, 2 people that leave the trades or 3 people that leave the trades, only one person enters. And one of the fields that is being entered less frequently, so it's in really high demand, is the electrical side. I really believe if you're an electrician, you could get a job just about anywhere and be paid very, very well because they're really hard to come by. So an electrician, really great trade to get in. There's a lot of HVAC startup companies happening right now. And so there's a ton of HVAC needs for residential technicians. So I would say that those are the 2 that we see the most of. If you're looking at actual, typical blue collar trades, there's a lot of other trades out there, but a lot of electricians needed right now.
Good stuff.
so we have a
Yeah,
couple questions. Yeah, Lawrence, go ahead.
Frozen. Thank you, your presentation. Correct me if I'm wrong, you mentioned that you have a virtual learning as well?
The virtual trade school, yes. That is all virtual.
Okay, yeah, I might be interested. I'm an electrician
Oh,
in
good.
in the Marines as well. The only thing, like I said, for us, we lack the license or credential to do residential
Right.
outside of that. So a lot of the electrical concept and theory I'm already familiarized with. How long, if you were to do the virtual, does it take? I'm a hands-on person, but obviously you're nowhere near where I'm in North Carolina. So how long will it take for someone to get the credential for the electrician?
To the electrician, we just had someone from this class from Seven Eagle finish the electrical. He started the end of January and he finished last week. So, and it really, keep in mind, Lawrence, it's all self-paced. So, however much time you want to put into it is how long it's going to take you.
It typically takes about 150 hours to complete total. So whatever time you're going to dedicate, you could, divide that 150 out and it could kind of give you a timeline of how long that is going to take you. And then from there, you could go into the field and apply for an apprentice opportunity. You would still have to work a certain amount of hours to be able to obtain your journeyman license, depending on which state you're in. But you could at least go into the workforce with that trades background certification and enter as an apprentice.
Can you speak more to the virtual side? What are you learning in the virtual side? Obviously, you don't have the opportunity to do hands-on where you can actually go on a site and have an actual building structure to do the electrical installation.
Actually, what we can do, Lawrence, if you want, we can take this offline, and what we'll do is we can take you through um, we'll take you through it and show you some of the simulations and that, so you can see what it's like. Are you
It
there?
takes you through everything, all of the trades programs, whether it's HVAC, plumbing, electrical, solar, facilities maintenance. It takes you from ground zero as if you were to come in not knowing anything. And it works you through 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 4 year apprentice level knowledge. So it's really going to kind of break it down from the very basic beginner all the way into advanced, electrical diagnostics, repair, and maintenance.
Okay,
Then
thank
you
you.
can test out a portions of it. So, but we'd love to show it to you.
Cool
Let's
stuff.
go to
Michelle.
Michelle. Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle?
Yes, good morning. You talked about franchising and staying away from the food because of the heavy upfront costs. What are some of the like unique areas of franchising you've worked with?
Anything you can think of. Probably the most unusual is a company called Duty Calls, and it's Doody. And what they do is they come to your home and pick up your dog poop for you. That's an actual franchise. So I say that to tell you there's a franchise for just about everything that you might be interested in. And we would love to talk to you about it. I mean, there are so many franchises out there. It really just depends on what your passion is, because we want to make sure that if we're going to line you up with a franchise, we want to make sure it's something you're passionate about. Because if you're passionate about it, you're going to be good at it, and you're going to do well. So, but we'd love to talk to you about it.
Great, thank you.
Joel?
Yeah, just for a question though, is if I apply for as a new student, will this gonna be considered as like a OJT under skill bridge, or is it gonna be totally separate?
Separate.
Separate, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Zach?
Hey, thanks for coming in today. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Just curious for the blue collar recruiter franchising, what does that look like for like a daily basis kind of thing, and kind of what's the earning potential there?
Well, because we are governed by the Federal Trade Commission as a franchise, I cannot make any earnings claims. But what we would do is, if you were interested, once we had discussions, we would put you on the phone with some of our franchises, and they can tell you what they make. They're not governed like we are. But a day in a life is looking for looking for companies that need employees and helping employees find companies and matching them together. That's basically what it's about. It's a lot of phone time, a lot of face-to-face, getting up and going out and meeting people at businesses, going to home shows to meet companies, and getting them on as clients, and then helping them to solve their recruiting needs. And a lot of these companies that we deal with, they're smaller companies. They don't have an HR department. They don't have a recruiting team on staff. So we become their staff. We become their recruiters for them to help them bring employees. And then also we get employees calling us looking for new locations or new jobs. And so we help them as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any other
Fire away,
questions?
folks. Yeah, you guys
You're
have got
making it
this
easy on us.
presentation down. And don't forget, if you guys want to learn more of the end of day survey, plug it in there and I'll make sure your information gets over to them if you don't want to ask a question here.
And as soon as we're done, I'll get the slideshow over to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jim. Then I'll blast it out to get it on the Discord so people can peruse it at their leisure.
Yeah. No one else?
Thank you much. Benjamin, you got one?
Oh, I was just saying thank you.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, sir.
Our pleasure. Michelle,
Quiet
anything
crowd.
else? Any
I don't
parting
think
words?
so. I think we covered it, but we're happy to help in any way that we can. So please connect with us, reach out to us, like Jim said. So
Yeah, I got the
right, y'all.
LinkedIn, emails, and phone numbers in there for you guys. So don't hesitate to reach out. Worst that can happen is you get a question answered.
There you go.
Cool.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Awesome. Jim,
Thank you.
Michelle, Blue Collar Recruiters, thanks once again for coming out, spending a little